let's do this. Hello, today I have my Panthos eyeshadow project update. I'm doing mine a little bit differently. All the eyeshadows that I'll be panning are chosen to be eliminated. Those are the shadows that I don't really need in my collection. Either I have duplicates of or they just don't do much. But they're also kind of nice, so I choose to pan them. There are 5 shadows that I've been working on since my intro. It's been a couple months now, so today I'm showing you my progress with them. I have a couple series to show, so let's get straight into the main course of today's video. The first shadow is this one. This one's from Lancome. It has quite a lot of pan showing. This is how the shadow looks like when I first decided I'm gonna pan this shadow. You can see there was already some dent going on with the shade. I really didn't care for this shadow that much because it doesn't do pretty much nothing on the eye. So I hit pan on this shadow, mainly using it as a soft highlight on my face. So it was fairly easy to hit pan on this. And this is how this shadow looks like now. It's looking very satisfying. The pan size is good, but the dent is very decent. I guess because I was using a face brush, the shadow got worn down very evenly. Now that I hit pan on this shadow, I'm definitely rolling this out. I'm actually gonna declutter this because I don't see myself reaching for it ever again. Regardless, it's great that I got some use out of this shadow. The next one, oh God, I always do this, I don't know why. The next one that I also hit pan on is this transition shade from Sonic Hashik. This is how the shadow looks like when I rolled it in. At this point, the center of the pan is already quite thinned out. It didn't take much uses from this point to when I hit pan on this shadow. And once I hit pan on it, I just kept on using it. And this is how this shadow looks like now. It's got a quarter size pan there, and the dent is very evenly spread out. For this one, I don't think I'm gonna roll it out just yet. I want to keep on using it for another round. Perhaps by the next round, that's when this one will get eliminated. But for now, it's going to stay, and I look forward for the progress. The third one that I hit pan on is this peachy pink color from Lancome. I think this one was the best one. This is how the shadow looks like when I first rolled it into this round. I feel like I came a long way with this shadow because despite how pretty this shadow is, it just doesn't really mesh with me. So I used it, I have hated it, and I mean, I don't really hate it. Well, I guess what I'm saying is this one, it took work for me to pan. Unfortunately, I didn't really track how many times I used this, but I did use it consistently to hit pan on it. And once I hit pan on it, I also kept on using it because my goal for all the shadows in this project is to get rid of them. So I did want to try to use as much as I can with the shadow, and that's exactly what I did with this shadow. So here's how this shadow looks like now. The pan size is good. I don't know how well the dent is translating on the camera because the dent was really amazing. It's really thinned out almost to the edges. My estimate is I have used more than half of this eyeshadow up, which is more than I could have hoped for if it is not for this project. So I'm actually ready to say goodbye to this shadow. I'm rolling this shadow out because I also found another shadow in my collection that is very similar to this shadow. However, it translates a little bit better. This is how this shadow looks like when I first rolled this in. This shadow is pretty much new at this point. I only have used it a couple times from stage 1. And this is how this shadow looks like now. There is that teeny tiny silver showing through, but the dent is actually quite nice. I use this one mainly as a brow powder, but with a slightly bigger brush. So the dent is kind of evened out. For this one, now that I have hit pan on it, I actually begin to like it better. I did use this one several times to darken my outer way. It's a very practical dark brown. It's quite workable, it's beautiful, it's not patchy. I want to roll it out of this stage, but I'm not ready to say goodbye to it. So I'm actually going to bring this shadow back to my collection. The last one that I don't have pan on is this one from Clinique. That is supposed to be a dupe to the Toasted from Urban Decay Naked palette. This is how this shade looks like when I first rolled it in. It was also pretty much new. I have reached for this one quite consistently, but I don't have pan yet. And this is how this shadow looks like now. Although I don't have pan on it, the shadow is getting really thin. I feel like I'm not too far away from hitting pan on it. I will be continuously using this shadow because this shade is just perfect for this time of the year. And it's very easy to wear. Like, this is actually what I'm wearing right now. I usually just apply this all over my eye with my finger. I'm actually very optimistic that I'll be able to hit pan on this shadow by the next update. So I'm rolling out these 3 shades, and these 2 shades are still going to stay in this stage. Let's take a look at the shadows I could roll in. So these 7 shadows are kind of on hold to be rolled into this project. I think I'm going to roll 4 of them in. The first one I want to roll in is this one from the Balm. This shade is interesting. It's almost like a highlighter shade, but the yellow hue is a little bit strong. So I don't know how this one's going to progress because I feel like the only way I could really use the shadow is as an inner corner highlight. That means the progress is probably going to be very slow. For this one, I'm actually not really sure if I will be able to hit pan on it, because there is a chance that I might discover that I actually don't like this color enough to pan it. But we shall see. You know what? I didn't know. Out of the 4 shades that I'm rolling in, 3 of them are from the balm. This is another one. It's a pretty plump color. I think I will enjoy panning this. For the shadows I'm rolling in today, I'm going to seriously try my best to track how many times I use them. The next one is also from the balm. It's just a basic matte white. I'm not a person who enjoys a matte eyeshadow look, so this one is going to take consistent work for me to pan it. But it's a nice creamy shadow. I don't think I'll hate it. The last one is this bronzy brown. Yeah, the last one is this bronzy brown from Kat 1D. This is how the shadow looks like now. It's really pretty much new. I'm panning this one because I have another shadow from Too Faced that is almost identical to this shade. Also, I like a challenge. So that's all the 4 shadows I'm rolling in. So that means I have 6 shades in this project right now. 4 of them are pretty much new. 1 of them I have pan, and 1 of them I have a good dent. I'm quite excited to start using these shadows, and I'll start tracking the uses from this update. Hopefully I have good progress for the next update. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, give this video a like and leave me a comment to let me know what you think about this style of eyeshadow panning. I would really appreciate your feedback. Be sure to subscribe if you like to stick around. Hey, you want to meet my cat? We got a kitten. His name is Max. Hello, you want to say hi, sweetie? I hope you always enjoy yourself at whatever you do, and I look forward to see you again. Bye-bye!